So Colorado Democrats made this big deal about a 2019 law that regulates oil and gas operations with a focus on health and safety and the environment in our state. Yet oil and gas companies do not have to reveal every single chemical that they use in fracking. They can hide some of them, call them trade secrets. Our Marshall Zellinger wanted to know what exactly can be kept secret.
Oil and gas companies have to reveal chemicals used during fracking, except when they don't. A new report from a Washington, D.C. watchdog group critical of the oil and gas industry points out Colorado allows oil and gas companies to shield some of the chemicals they use if they're considered trade secrets.
And so we can't know in those cases if the chemical is relatively benign or if it's something very dangerous like a forever chemical.
What is a forever chemical? A PFAS? For that, I turned to Shubham Vyas, a chemistry professor at the Colorado School of Mines.
These are man-made chemicals. As I always say, that since nature did not make them, nature does not know how to break them.
Colorado's oil and gas regulators require companies to report chemicals used during the fracking process. I won't even try to pronounce these names, except sometimes they can list a generic chemical identifier, for instance, organic surfactant, and not the exact chemical if that chemical is deemed a trade secret.
We use surfactants all the time for all different kind of applications. To create foams, to clean dirty clothes, to wash our hands. We have surfactants all around us, but a lot of PFASs are also surfactants.
The controversy over disclosure is really focused on approximately 0.5% of frac fluid.
Lynn Granger is the executive director of American Petroleum Institute, Colorado. She said 99.5% of fracking fluid is water and sand. As for the other 0.5%, she said the trade secret protection is for just a fraction of those chemicals used.
And they, again, are generally protecting specific ingredients with additives that commonly represent about 0.001%, so 0.001% of the total frac fluid volume.
The DC group wants full disclosure, like what's required in California, and likens the transparency to a nutritional label.
Companies basically have to disclose all of their ingredients to the public. What you can't know is the recipe, what proportions of those ingredients are mixed together. And that's the kind of disclosure that Colorado should have.
I'm not going to try to say one of those words. So why can an oil and gas company have a trade secret with what goes into the ground? Lynn Granger said it can be possibly to incentivize companies to come up with better ways to frack with less fresh water or more environmentally friendly substances and perhaps not give that away to their competitors, Kyle.
So, Marshall, maybe this is black and white to the experts, but I must ask you a question about the chemicals going into the ground. Why specifically are they using those types of substances?
The way it was described to me is it's probably a chemical that separates oil and water, similar to a non-stick coating, which a PFAS is on non-stick products we use every day. The question I still can't wrap my head around because I'm really bad at science is like the bad PFASs versus the PFASs that perhaps may not be bad. I don't know if that's even a thing still. I have to do more research.
All right. Marshall, thank you.